right of your screen, and Inferno getting underway right here, right now. It is EG starting on that T side of their map pick.
Yep, we've got Big here holding a little bit of a bracket hold, and Tizian and Surson actually coming up big with some headshots early on, and it looks like they will be able to fade off. Surson with a third kill already, leaving just Ethan the 1v4, but oh my god, Ethan. One tap already. There's still players right around the corner. That should be a good nade onto Ethan. That tags him up significantly. We'll see if Big is able to capitalize given his low HP, or will they still keep going for the headshots? Flash is out. That should allow them to scale at this point. But they're really taking their time with this player from Boiler. Xantares is taking a while to get in on the pinch. And Ethan, he's already made it down to a 1v2, but he can't close things out.
Good effort from Ethan on the site. Getting 3 kills out of that situation. He actually managed to turn it into another 1v1 fight at the end there, positioning himself with his back to that box so that Xantares wouldn't have that clear line of sight. But unfortunately, Keto was too quick for him to handle, and that means Big come up with a pistol round win. And they played this map yesterday, Maui, and they really struggled quite a bit on this CT side. So that's definitely a good sign for Big winning this first pistol.
Oh yeah, yesterday against Hellraisers, I think they only were able to get 4 rounds, and 2 of those were off of the pistol. And they had a lot of difficulty in holding what I felt were some standard hits from Hellraisers, but at the same time, I did see a couple of tricks from that Hellraisers team. They had a couple of smokes that allowed them to get space towards the A site, towards B, which Big may not have prepared for. And I feel like Big, probably going into that match yesterday, weren't expecting Hellraisers to be as competent as a roster as they were.
Can definitely happen in those first games. You can sometimes underestimate your opponents, but I think it's fair to say these two teams will be very aware of some of the challenges that are going to be posed to them in this game. We've got the full spy coming out from EG in this round. Ethan's got that AK. There are a couple of Galils in the mix. Breeze has gone down to a dig, but that means he's got a full set of utility, and they do at least have 2 smokes. That's kind of the bare minimum you want when you're moving into this B site. That should allow them to smoke off CT and Ruins, and if they go for this exec, this could actually work pretty well. Big are playing quite safe right now.
Yeah, Big was having a tough time holding off the B execs, but that's going to help them out immensely. Taps him with the 2K to start things off, but Keto in the site dies, and what a shot by Tabson there. Oh, is he gonna find another? Oh, it's so close. Tabson's almost gonna find 4, but no, Breeze stays alive. Post plant 2v4 here, and it doesn't really feel like EG have a lot to work with. There is the 1 Molotov, but okay, that might actually be a win condition. There is a gap in that smoke that Sir can try to abuse, and Breezy, he has to just come up with 3 headshots immediately here. There's no way he can even look for a spray. And yeah, if he doesn't find that instant headshot, that's going to be it. And Surson, okay, right through the smoke, taking down Cirque. I'm not sure if he even saw him, but nice shot. That's all I can say.
Yeah, really well done by Big on the retake. I was worried for Big to begin with because it looked like Tabson was going to struggle to help his teammate Keto on the bomb site once he got smoked off. But then he just gets 2 kills and then a 3rd through the smoke. So that certainly helped out a lot. Make sure that Big can hold on to that 2nd round win. Now they force EG down to pistols. So this is definitely the start that Big would have wanted. They have a chance to build up a bit more cash as well here. They already saved a fair few guns from the last round, but EG have invested a fair bit into this round still.
Yeah, this is actually a sizable investment, although they will definitely be able to buy in the upcoming round. Tarek, a little low on the money, actually, I will say, but I think if they get a bomb plant, he'll be just fine. So Surson, he's really dancing around these apartments right now. I think he may expect some lightly armored players here. And even though a couple players have no armor to speak of, there is Tarek with that head armor, and that might actually be Surson's undoing. But he does fall off of the angle. He's back at porch side now. He's in a much safer position. And Evil Geniuses at this point, they have no smokes to work with. Whatever they do pretty much just has to be with their sheer numbers.
Ooh, Xantares peeks out for a double spray down. This crossfire at top mid is doing the damage right now. Cirque's actually got a kill there back with the nade. He can upgrade to a deagle, but unfortunately his teammates are all gone from the round. So unless he gets gifted some 1v1 fights, he shouldn't have any chances here. This crossfire at top mid continues. Cirque trying to isolate the fight, but Searson finishes the job. 3-0 lead for Big, but the buy about to come through for EG.
Yeah, we'll see what EG have in store for us here, because their T sides have been pretty strong on this map, actually. I actually really think that they have a good grasp of just how to get map control safely, and I feel like their biggest strengths are when they get in the post plant. It feels like they just don't mess those up ever, but I mean, it's easier said than done getting the bomb down against a team like Big, who has a lot of tricks in store for EG in terms of just fighting for this control. Stanislaw, he's right behind this half wall, but he won't press on forward. Keto and Tabson do fall off. And Big yesterday, I mean, they were having difficulties everywhere. And even though Keto had a pretty nice CT side in terms of stats, he was having a lot of difficulty in just holding off this kind of banana aggression and holding off execs into the B bomb site. So I feel like he is a key player today for Big if they want to find success in this game.
Yeah, for sure. In the rounds I saw, it really felt like Big were very rarely able to actually battle Banana early. They were playing back from the site, and that can be effective, but you've got to be really good at making sure you work together on the site itself, or you've got to make sure you have rotates at the ready. And Tizian was arriving there on the B side of the map. He's going to be playing in CT, so he can rotate to either site, depending on what action Big see. EG still just taking their time, making sure they have some presence on this A side of the map as well. Smoke going up into A long. That will take the attention of Tizian as two players investigate top mid, but it looks like EG will fall back to Banana for the late round exec. Oh, do they have smokes? They don't.
No, just 4 flashes here. Should see 1 pop flash over the site. But Keto's in a position that's anti-flash completely, and Tabson and Keto connect for a couple of kills, all with the fire. And this is just not possible for EG. They recognize that. They fall off the angle. They have no more nades, and they'd rather keep their weapons into the upcoming round. And it's not a bad idea, given the fact that not only can Breeze reinvest some of that money into grenades, but Stanislaw and Ethan, if they decide to go for the Mac 10 armor buy, they could actually buy some nades too. It won't be as bad as it may seem.
I think this kind of poses the different challenge that EG are facing today, where yesterday FPX were really trying to make it a scrappy game. They were force buying, they were fighting at every opportunity. I don't expect that same game plan from Big, and that means EG are going to have to show more in some of these late round scenarios with these execs. We didn't really get to see as much of this style of game yesterday, so I'm definitely intrigued to see how EG can adapt to Big, who are a pretty different opponent to FPX.
Oh, nice pop flash mid will enable Tizian to find 1, but there is a trade. Ethan finding that one, he's going to be pretty happy, but he is not happy about the fact that Xantares is there to meet him at the hate cart. Now ducking back into pit. Xantares, he's joined up by Searson, but Searson has so much to do, and he's so blind right now. Cirque is able to take him down 2-on-2, and this is where EG really thrive. Cirque, he's posted up on library right now. And as the smoke goes down, oh, he decides to not shoot. I thought he was going to pull the trigger, but at the last second decides to just quick switch and fall off. Can't obviously know what we know, in that there was a player right behind that smoke, and that is supposed to be an entry smoke for Big, but it may not be as deep as they initially wanted it to. So this is going to be a little bit more difficult, but the flashes are out. Breeze is being pressured onto the bomb site. Keto's able to take him down. Now Cirque, he's able to find Keto in the return. It's just down to Tabson in the 1v1, and Cirque, he has the molly. That should be the win condition, but no, actually there's a smoke, and Tabson, he's sticking the bomb, but Cirque is able to recover regardless. Bomb will explode and take him out, but a round is on the board for EG.
Yeah, that actually leaves EG in this weird spot where they don't save any guns, and Big should have by far the better buy in this round. Oh, how many AKs are they even going to get here? Maybe 1 for Breeze? No one else can really afford to get one comfortably. This is one of those awful spots where you win the round, but it could actually end up costing you here. If they lose this, Big could come right back, control the economy game again. This feels like a pretty pivotal round early in this half.
Yeah, this is one of those rounds that it's just, they need to call this timeout, and I really respect them for doing that, because it's a tough one to call. Without the full utility or full firepower, you have to find the best combination of both to have an actual win condition in this round. You can't really just take the fights towards bracket that you normally would want to because you don't have the weaponry to make that really work out. And I feel like EG in this kind of round, they have to go for something a little bit more explosive, either just a quicker banana exec or maybe an apartments pop at that. So we'll see if that actually comes to fruition or they find something else, perhaps.
Ooh, half full smoke on banana, but EG are fully focused on A right now. And Big only have 2 players here, so this faster play could be what works for them. Ethan trying to sneak in. Xantares didn't spot him there. Oh. Xantares was in boiler the whole time. Flashes into top mid. They're pushing out the apartments, though. They're getting onto the A site already.
Yeah, they went for the apartments pop, which was a great option given their weaponry. But this post plan is actually going to be pretty difficult given that they have... Well, actually, no. They have 3 smokes. They can just keep refreshing the moto smoke, and they can also smoke off apartments or lane, whatever they so choose. This is actually very difficult for Big, despite all of the utility that Big has and the superior weaponry. There we go, refresh on moto, but oh, Cirque dies actually towards apartments. That actually gives up a huge angle for Big now as they can approach from there. And the smokes are down. Breeze, he's trying to make something happen from apartments. Can't actually find the kill. The flashes are out. Ethan's able to take down one. Breeze with one of his own. And Ethan, he's just dancing around the smokes now, but he still has Tarek beside him. And Surson knows it's just too much to handle. And the apartments pop actually works out.
Oh, they all died to the bomb again. Oh, no. This time, Big's money is way worse. So it shouldn't be as big a deal for them. It is still just funny how EG are winning rounds but not saving anything, so they're really not able to build up much money. Hopefully that can change for them in this round, where Big should be down to a weaker buy. But I think, as you pointed out, a really good time for EG to switch up the pace. We saw a bunch of slower rounds early in the half for them in their gun rounds. This time they go for that faster pop. And obviously they couldn't have known how well that was going to work out, where they were going to get on the bomb site for free. But still, just the idea was there to get onto a site quickly, to try and catch Big off guard. And that worked out really nicely for them. And now EG have a chance to take back control of this game.
Yeah, I'm glad you bring up the pace shift, because that's something that, okay, well, it looks like they actually have an excellent crossfire here. 2 headshots between Xantares and Tizian, and Tarek here at arch side is actually isolated. There's no one here to help Tarek. He dies right now. That is the bomb down in a position that they may not be able to retrieve it from. And EG, they go for the arch wrap, but the Deagles ring true for the side of Big. It's just down to Breeze now, and there's an op posted up on him. Surson is able to take him down, and Big with a force buy here, having just a few Deagles to work with, and that op from Surson are able to make it all work.
Oh, as soon as I start praising EG, Maui, why did I do it to him?
I know. And it just fits the narrative of Santa's Law, usually so good at calling around those tempo shifts. And it worked out so well, but this time it's a little too quick. He runs right into the blender.
We've got some more MP7 action. We saw Chris J picking that up yesterday. Keto's got it in this round. Pistols out for the EG side, though, so the SMGs might have an easy time, especially if they are going to be against blinded opponents. Tizian with a very easy kill, thanks to the flash from Searson. This time, Big are battling for banana in this round as well. Maybe aware that EG don't have many nades to work with in this round. Searson's even going for a face down mid with the orb. You can just see the confidence in this round for Big. They are very aware it is only pistols, and they are going to make the most of that. Breezy gets one back, but Tabson just needs to make sure he stays alive here. Low on health at top banana. He will call for the rotate.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you checked out Toby's Stratbook episode on Thorn's channel, but... I
think I did.
Yeah, he really mentioned how Surson and pretty much everybody on this roster has a pretty much encyclopedic knowledge of grenades, and it's honestly, I mean, it shows. There's been the same flash assist towards middle a couple of times now, and Big's counter utility has looked pretty solid here thus far.
Yeah, there was a lot of good stuff in that interview. I remember they talked about how they brought Xantares into the team as well, how they kind of had to find what role he was going to play in the squad. Now he's left in a lot of these clutch scenarios as well. Currently, Tizian sticking with the MP7. We've got the full buy back for EG. Cirque on that AWP on the T side again. Some of the riflers have been struggling a bit early on the EG side of things, but hopefully that can change here. Big fighting for banana. This time they've got 3 players stacked, a boost over the top as well, so Searson can start to take control of this position. It looks like EG are going to be locked out of banana early in this round unless this counter flash is on point, and it is. Searson full blinded, and there's nothing he can do about it.
That was just perfect to set up Ethan, but Evil Geniuses now have a decision to make. Big are set up in a 2-2 right now, and oh, they're just going to push right in front of the smoke. They actually throw the chimney flash on top of that, and Big right now might think they're safe going for this boost right now, but actually EG is approaching in. This might catch Big off guard. tabseN still able to recover and find one, and Keto is in this position, and he's able to capitalize. Takes down Ethan, and it's a 3-on-3. There is still one smoke in play for EG. They could send that towards CT spawn as they try to get into this site, and it looks like that's exactly what they'll do. Smoke's there. Flashes are out. Keto still has second oranges. He has so much to do, and there isn't much help for him, and he won't be able to get much done. Some great damage, but no frag. Now Tizian, he tries to push through and almost finds a timing on Cirque there, but just down to Xantarez, and it looks like already he is propping himself up for the save.
Oh, that's one of those rounds where once you go into the 3v3, the minutia of where the nades are for Big actually makes a massive difference. Because if it was Xantarez rotating over to B, he might have been able to help out with a flashbang, and then maybe Keto gets an extra kill on the hold. That could set things up nicely. But unfortunately, Tizian, as that first rotator, only had a smoke, which was never really going to be able to help Keto on the site. And as soon as Keto went down, the round looked extremely unlikely for Big. Breezy is investigating here. Tarek's got the AWP as the first man. Xantarez not going to go into the open, though. He just saves the M4. And that leaves Big with some money in the bank, but a tough call to make. And because of that, they take a timeout.
I feel like Xantarez's evolution has been pretty fun to watch. You can see that he's just kind of changed up his game style a little bit here and there. Like, I'll say this. Space Soldier Xantarez 3 years ago swings into that every single time.
Yep.
100%. There's no doubt in my mind he would just go for that fight right there. He could even have thrown a nade actually too and gone for the swing. But now he values the economy more. He thinks about the round ahead of him as opposed to the present round. I mean, knowing that the round is lost and that EG are going to probably stay alive with 2 or 3, even if he goes for the swing and finds one, it might not even be worth it. And it is a tough call, as you mentioned, and Big, they opt to go for the pretty much full save here. There is a little bit of utility and some upgraded pistols, but other than Tizian, no one with a significant investment in regards to their bank accounts.
Yeah, I think Tizian has accepted he's probably on an SMG next round unless Xantarez can save. So that's why he's invested a bit more. The flash is actually excellent. Tizian gets a kill with the P250. Xantarez only gets one with the rifle, but Searson's still fighting with the USP. Finally, he gets caught from the flank. And even though Keto has rotated over, Cirque will hold down the line. EG getting a 4th round win. Man, the util is still not going to be great here if Big commit to this buy. I guess with Tizian going down to a weaker gun, they could force, but they're actually saving again. This is very, very conservative.
Yeah, this is actually kind of the hallmark of Big, though. I mean, when we looked at Searson's numbers for the guns that he was using last year, I mean, it was pretty much just off or nothing. I mean, I guess the Scout as well was his second most. He liked that gun a lot as well, but really, if Big can't get him on that weapon, although they could have opted for it, but the fact that they would have lacked some utility, Big is the team that just wants to go for the entire game plan. They have such discipline when it comes to these gun rounds that they don't want to be missing even just a shred of utility. They want absolutely every grenade so that they have all of their options for them. And you can't really blame them either because they are so clean with that util. They consistently have so many good little ways to retake space on the map. And I think a lot of people actually kind of stole Big's halfway down banana smoke with the Molotov. It was a different approach for how to take banana control in the kind of early last year, I would say. But it's something that only really it feels like a team that theory crafts this much with grenades would come up with.
Yeah, and as I was saying earlier, that's why this is basically a completely different challenge for EG in that they're not going to be up against 4 spies this time. They're going to be up against a big team that play pretty different from FPX. It's a nice shot there from tabsen, but unfortunately... Oh, never mind. k1to's got another kill. I was about to say EG should just storm the bomb site for free, but that is not the case. Season's quick on the flank, but Cirque is there to make sure he watches for it. That kill might just lock in this round because Cirque is now in a strong spot for the post plant, and he's even got another kill with that AK. So despite k1to's best efforts, EG will hold on, but still a couple of nice shots with these Deegs. Big have remained competitive in these rounds.
Yeah, just inflicting that damage is actually so valuable, especially when it comes to maybe round number 14 or 15, where EG's money may break in the next couple. However, Big, even after the multiple saves, will be bringing out an MP9 for Tizian. It's not what you want to see if you're him, but I feel like that's his punishment for buying too much a couple rounds prior. He bought that armor, the P250, and I think even a nade, and I mean, it comes back to bite you when you're on Big. But oh, Surson peeking down mid is able to take down Cirque already. That's some opera-on-opera violence, and Surson will come out on top. EG, they already have some control towards apartments, and they're now looking for that bracket as well. And they have actually made Big believe that they are in possession of that space. And now Big have to bunch up towards the site. This is actually so well played from EG. If they make their way towards Banana, but no, actually, it will be an apartments hit. If they find a timing here, they may catch Big off guard as they're trying to retake towards bracket. And oh, is that what they're looking for? No, Tarek, he shows his hand, and they have to back off of the angle.
Even with this lurk smoke coming out, this could still work. I mean, tabsen is now rotating, which makes a bit of a difference. It's still not exactly comfortable for Zantares, but uh-oh, he spotted him on the edge of the smoke. Tarek goes jumping to his death. Searson should get back to safety, and Zantares is there with a second kill. That should lock the round in, especially with Searson landing a quick shot from the bomb site. Unfortunately for EG there, they didn't realize the timing window they had, and as soon as Tarek goes jumping up to his death, that was always going to be a tough take.
Yeah, I really thought they were going to be able to manipulate that situation to actually get out to pit. But I mean, that's the benefit of obviously seeing the X-ray and seeing the radar, knowing that if they went for the full-on pit dive, they actually could have taken all of that space. But, you know, it's just one of those things where when you're in the server, you don't have that kind of vision. So Ethan, whoa, he's just charging a banana though. Nades are flying, and Big now realize that they have lost all this space, and they sent 4 players here off the get-go. So to not actually even take banana when you use this much personnel, it's going to make you worry if you're Big. It's going to make you worry if you're Surson, because look, he's going to have to dance through a couple angles right now. He has to use his own smoke to smoke off of apartments, and little does he know that EG haven't even really taken that much space away from him just yet. Maybe would have wanted to save onto that utility if he'd known that, but at this point, Big, they're back in a very standard 3-2 setup. EG have good control over the map, and at this point, the CTs, they're on the back foot.
Definitely worth taking note of the fact that the players that used the nades for Big on B were the A players at the start of the round. So now both of the big players on the B site have smokes left, have mollies left. They've already used that first smoke top banana, and k1to is left alone here, but at least has some utility that he may be able to use to slow this down. Smoke out. Oh, he goes for the molly instead, realizing the push is at the ready. That means that tabsen will have time to come back. The utility continues to funnel through. 30 seconds remaining, and EG go through the smoke. The flash is good to set up the kill onto k1to, and tabsen has to sit behind the CT smoke. He can't do much about this. He's going to have to let them onto the bomb site, but Big do have a man advantage if they want to go for this retake.
Yeah, 4v3, you have to expect that they will at this point. They have pretty good utility as well. The only thing that may plague Cirque is the fact that no one is covering banana for him right now. He's just assuming no one will be there, actually. And what a shot by Cirque. Headshot through the wall, is able to take down Surson. Now Ethan here at the coffins finds tabsen. And at this point, Big, they might just have to save. They have no more utility to work with. But Zantares, he still wants blood. He's looking for something. But at this point, the time is 2 ticked off. Ethan looking for the kills, actually. And there we go. EG, they are flawless in this post plant, not even losing a single player in a 4-on-3 retake by Big.
And that decision to flash through that smoke is one that EG had to make in a split second. They had to make up their minds instantly. Are we going to go with this flashbang? And with 30 seconds left, I'm glad that they just instantly committed. There was no hesitation there. Even though Quito gets 1 kill on the hold, the fact they trade him out so quickly makes it so much easier for EG to take that bomb site. And then tabseN just stuck behind that smoke. He has to play for the retake, but those retakes aren't always easy, especially with Big all coming in through CT. They were all coming in from that same sort of angle. They had a couple of nades to work with, but never really got to make the most of them. And now Big will be buying again. Tizian has been on the MP9 a lot in this game. He will be on the SMG again. I would love to see Tizian buying something with that extra $500, but no kit decided to buy. Maybe Tizian's going to play aggressive instead with this MP9.
Yeah, if he knows exactly that he's going to be sending himself to his own doom, it does make sense, but no, he actually backs off. And now, yeah, like you were saying, if he has some extra utility, there's another option for him to play this round, but at this point, he basically just has to be essentially a turret with that MP9. It can be a little bit awkward. It's always nice to at least have a flash that you can use to try to set yourself up in these kinds of situations. But EG, they've already gathered all towards B. There are 3 big players here. The counter utility is out, but Stanislaw with the perfect entry onto Tizian. tabseN is right here behind the smoke. Does get tagged down just a little bit, and Sursen, he's trying to peek over this smoke towards CT, as this is in fact a wrap strat, and he's not able to get anything done. In fact, Ethan calls him out as he tries to make a play through it all, and EG with a flawless take of this B site. There were 4 players from Big that were trying to defend this, and they didn't even lose a single body.
Jeez, those rounds are soul crushing when you read it right, when you stack the right site, and you still just get wrecked individually. It just looked like a very uncomfortable round in general on the B site there, with the nades going all over the place. But I assumed, at least with that early nade damage, that Big would be able to find some good fights for themselves. But it felt like every fight we saw was just an EG player catching one of the big players out. I think tabseN seemed like he went on top of the fountain or around that area, because that smoke was up in front of him. He was trying to find an angle, which he just never got. It almost looked like Big weren't 100% sure how they were going to set up crossfires, how they were going to be able to play around those nades. And unfortunately, that means heading into the last round of the half, Big will not have much to work with for this last standby.
Yeah, Big, this is a map that they've kind of always avoided in some sense, where they usually use it as a second phase ban for Inferno, or at least that's how they played it in the last year. And so all those procedures maybe not as fleshed out, maybe haven't gone over just how to perfectly counter an exec such as that. But this round, they'll be working with some scraps, and I feel like this is sometimes when Big is actually the scariest, because we know that their set style can make them consistent, but when they play off of their feeling, off of just this scrappy weaponry without as much of a game plan, this is where they're a little bit more random, and some of their individual talent can really shine. And that's where Sursen is able to find a kill in the apartments. He gets one, looking for a second. He does get Breeze as well. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The fact that Big, they just surprise you with these kinds of rounds. But what is this Sursen just surprising Cirque by running out mid? Almost gets him as well. But no, Cirque will finally recover the situation.
Oh, now it's up to tabseN to solo hold this B site. Boost is coming up, but as soon as this smoke fades, tabseN will be under pressure. There are flashes at the ready. They're just going to push dry, though. Stanislaw wins that first fight, and the rotate is very far away for Big. At least they've recovered rifles. They have a kit on Xantares, and they have some utility to work with. Smoke goes in to maybe try and create some space for Tizian. Xantares has a flash, which could try and set Tizian up as well. Molotov might go into dark. Instead it goes into the close angle, and Cirque's forced out. He somehow gets away with it. 9 health left on Cirque. He's going to continue to play close. Oh, don't do it, Cirque. He goes down, and Tizian's running in. Stanislaw has him in the back, though, and Xantares has 2 different angles to deal with. The smoke will help him, but he gets the kill either way, and now he knows where Ethan is at the back of the site, but Ethan swings on him. It's EG with an 8-7 lead at the half, but it is as close could be, so you are not going to want to miss the second half coming up next. After a strong start from Big, they went 4-0 up, but EG fought back as the half went on. They have the lead at the half, and now they get to head into their CT side with a 1-round lead. Could be quickly turned around, though. They've got to stay on top of their game.
Oh, look at this from EG, though. Just the full push down mid. 4 players. Gush already out on a Surson. Molly down as well towards Banana. And Breeze catches Tabson off because he doesn't expect him to be there at bench yet. Now Surson tries to recover this, but he's not able to find anything just yet. In fact, all he finds is a bullet to the face from Breeze. Although Breeze is traded out, these EG players, they have Big trapped at T steps right now, but they're still fighting despite the man advantage. And it looks like eventually they will have to fall off. Surely they do. And Stanislaw does opt for that. And now Big, they're chasing him down. They're hunting him. Smokes towards CT, but we already have a rotation here from another player in Cirque. Looks like they do want to boost over. Cirque, what is he going to be able to find as that bomb is being planted? Oh man, Keto calls it out. Perfect shot from him, but Ethan's already here on the flank as well, but he's not able to connect. Finally takes down Tizian, and it's just all up to Keto.
He's got the information. He knows where both players are positioned. Bomb also in his hands. How is he going to get this planted, though? Has to try and fake it out. And EG aren't falling for that. No peeks come at him. Still a lot of time for Keto, so he's going to fake it out again. Maybe see if someone gives the game away, and that's the kill Keto was looking for. He knows that Stan was in CT, and Stan is dinked down to 16 health. Keto continues the fake plant, but Stan just swings him. Headshot delivered, 16 HP, but Stan doesn't care. EG pick up the pistol, and that puts them in good stead.
That is such an interesting way to play it by Stan. I mean, usually you expect, if you're Keto in that situation, you tap the bomb and the person tries to swing on you the second that you do that. But Stan, he doesn't really fully swing when he taps it there. He kind of swings out, swings back out. And Keto probably in that just split second relaxed, thinking that, okay, I'm going to have to pull the bomb out again. And either way, it works out for Stan. EG with a very proactive play on the pistol round there, but props to Keto for even getting it that close. And now Big, they forced up into this round. They have a scout on Surson. Some good utility here, so they have a few options for what they do in the mid round, but it looks like they're interested in banana control, and what a shot by Surson. Now Ethan is tagged. There has to be a rotation on the EG side to help him out.
Ever since I said yesterday, Chris J's the only player who buys the MP7, I've seen it more and more. Breeze has got it this round. Cirque with the MP9, though, dishing out the damage to begin things. Tizian seeing if there are any favorable fights for him out through the apartments. Looks like Breezy wants to re-aggress off the back of this smoke, see if he can get up close with this aforementioned MP7. Tabson waiting to see if anyone pushes him. Doesn't look like he's going to get a fight. In fact, Stanislaw's the man to take the fight to him. Bomb's been dropped at top mid. And even though Big have got up through A long, that leaves them with very few options. Keto will catch Cirque off guard. There's a second kill for Keto, delivering the body shots, and now a headshot onto the site. The bomb's still not in their hands, but they've actually turned this back into a 2v2. 20 seconds remaining, though. They have to push through this smoke. Flash, not quite good enough. Stanislaw able to dodge away from it, and it all falls onto Keto. 10 seconds remaining. It's a desperation play, and it's not one that will pay off for him. Tarek closes out the round, but Big always seem to get a couple of kills with these Deegs, man.
Yeah, Keto's shot there. The third one, the kill on the site, was just so clean. The other one's just some good body shots, but all in all, very good damage. That does keep the money from EG very honest, but Big, they have to save at this point. There are a couple of deagles out in play on the side of Big, but they don't have any utility to work with. So at this point, they'll be lucky to find that same space that allows them to be in the positions in order to find the success, the limited success that they had in the previous round. And early on here, we can see that EG, they're taking a lot of space away from Big. Really, EG is a team that just tends to suffocate their opponents on their own CT side. You feel like in kind of common CT Counter-Strike logic, you don't want to really push too many things at once. EG, they, at times, will just throw that rollback out.
Taking a slightly safer approach this time. Just the banana control for now for EG, but that should be good for them. Captain has one flash. Not even really in a position where he can use it. Sisson still gets a headshot with the Glock. Now Tarek's got to be careful he doesn't just give away this rifle, and he is careful. Quick headshot delivered. tabseN almost gets him with the body shots, but Tarek survives on 2 HP, and EG hold on to the 11-7 lead. A lot of pressure on this gun round for Big. If they want to come back here on this T side, this would be a key round for them to start that comeback.
Yeah, we can see a few weaker weapons on the EG side. Probably it will opt for a 3-banana approach. Because of that, can get those weaker guns right in the faces of your opponents, where they are, of course, more effective. And the flash towards top mid will push Cirque off of the angle. And we can see that Evil Geniuses, they sent a few players here, but they actually aren't able to get too much control. But Breeze actually pushing through apartments at the same time. And, I mean, just those solo plays from EG, just pushing by his lonesome, he finds so much success sometimes. Breeze, it's really refreshing to see that from him.
A lovely start to the round, especially with the banana control on the side of EG, or not control, but more Ethan getting information, which is allowing them to lean more heavily on their A side of the map. Now that Ethan has gone back to the site, though, he may require assistance. Still has a smoke, which could slow things down. A minute left on the clock. Big grouping up, but their utility is extremely limited at this point. Only one smoke and a couple of flashes to try and get them onto the site. That may suggest a contact play could be coming Ethan's way.
Looks like we'll have one boost towards CT here. Ethan will now be perched up. And there's actually a second rotation coming in. Stanislaw and Tarek have arrived at B, but Big have actually read this. They're hightailing it towards A, where they will be meeting Cirque, who's posted up on the lane right now. That is all day for Cirque. He will never miss a shot like that. 20 seconds left, and the Moto smoke comes out, and Big, they can't justify this at this point. It's pretty reminiscent of what happened to EG in the last half, where they had 3 players alive in a very similar situation, and they just couldn't actually justify going for it. But still, there's a little bit of money for Big. Actually not that much, now that I really look at it.
Whew. Good thing Quito landed that shot, so at least they saved the 3 guns. But you're right, the money not looking great for the mostly German side right now. I mean, I guess you just commit here, right? I don't know what else you can do. The money's just so bad on those players who save. tabseN goes for the Galil. Tizian does the same at the last second, but the utility is really lackluster ahead of this round.
Yeah, this is not a great position to be in. Cirque, though, he's going to try to be proactive towards middle once again. Smoke comes out, and Big, they have a decision to make. Do they want to push that top mid smoke or not? They choose not to, and they only have a couple of smokes now. This early utility battle has really gone in favor of EG, who still has 3 smokes and even a couple of Molotovs, whereas Big, they're working with scraps at this point. We have a smoke on Tizian, a smoke on tabseN. You could expect, with the experience between those 2 players, that those smokes will indeed accomplish something important, but will they even be able to throw it? Because Ethan is there to meet him. He's able to take down Quito, uses his own smoke to cover his own retreat. Sursen is going to try to find something there. Actually, whoa, a flash from Ethan is able to accomplish another kill. A 3rd kill from Ethan towards Banana. He's doing it all with a FAMAS, and now he's even picked up the op, and Cirque is still there to support him. Big never even had a chance. They couldn't get any control towards Banana thanks to the heroic play from Ethan there.
Ooh, good luck, Tizian. Doesn't even have the bomb. It's just an awful spot to be in. Yeah, Ethan has really stepped it up on this map. I think in general his form has looked pretty good to start this tournament. I'm liking what we're seeing out of him. Tizian will try and flash himself over the top. Gets an AK and tries to get away. 20 seconds left, though, so if EG start to move forwards, they might be able to deny this gun from being saved. Even if this gun does get saved, it leaves Big in a bad spot. They're probably saving the next round, and then they're going to fall really far behind. Just looking like EG are taking over now that they've headed into the CT side of their map pick. And I think this is probably what we were kind of expecting, Maui. I was kind of expecting this to be a pretty solid win here for EG on Inferno, on their map pick. But Big want to see if they can change that. They've taken a timeout ahead of this one.
Yeah, I feel like these kinds of saves just don't help Big out because, I mean, we were talking about it in the first half, the fact that Big, they're a team that wants to have all of that utility. They want to have all that firepower. So their options are exactly how they game planned, and then they can go into what they have practiced. But when they, save 3 guns, save 1 gun, it staggers the money just a little bit. So it becomes a little bit awkward. I actually think this is fine, though, that Tizian saves the 1 gun. It gives them a win condition in this round. And even if they lose this one, he will be able to buy off of a pretty decent loss bonus in the upcoming round. So if he goes for, say, Tech 9 armor in the next round, full utility, they could still run quite a few of their plays. But when they had that staggered buy in the previous round with low utility, you could see how uncomfortable they were and how just one player from EG was able to tear them apart.
Santares taking the early control. Ooh, that nade does a fair bit of damage to him and the AK that was set up behind him. That's a nice nade back, though. Ethan's actually down to 46 health from that. That nade was dead on. Ethan has to go back away from Banana, especially with that Molotov landing in his face. So Big are using the nades they have fairly effectively at the start of this round, forcing EG back onto their own side of the map. Now all they have left is a couple of smokes, though, to try and get them towards a bomb site. And with the Banana control being taken, Big will now begin to move back towards A, which has been weakened slightly. It's drawn a rotation over towards B.
Yeah, this is Breeze's time to show up. If EG want to win this round, assuming that Big, in fact, do go A, it has to be on the shoulders of Breezy. And I feel like he's had a tumultuous last couple of months. This would be a great round to instill some confidence. There's no flashes on the side of Big. They do have a couple of smokes, so they probably will be at least able to throw the lurk smoke. And Breeze, he's actually playing more of an anti-flash position, putting his head into that wall right there. But there's actually no flashes for Big to work with. Breezy spots one. He's looking for more flash to help him out. And now at this point, the floodgates have opened, but he's able to clean up 4 kills for Breezy, almost the ace. And it's just down to Tabson, and Stanislaw's there to clean it up. Breeze, when he makes it look good, he makes it look so easy. It's such a pleasure to watch.
That was such a lovely spray onto those players pushing up through the apartments. Great work from Breezy. The counter utility as well, the timing that Stan had on that molly into the apartments, the flash onto short to get Breezy the kill to begin with, all just worked wonderfully for those 2 players on the A site there. But here comes the buy for Big. This is what they've been waiting for. They have to win this round with the full weaponry, with good nades at their feet. Tizian is down to a Galil, but that is it. But look at Keto, down to 23 health from the 2 nades on Banana early. Taking a lot of damage early into this round. Ethan has a flash at the ready as well, so Tarek might go forwards, but that Molotov makes EG think twice about that.
Yeah, 3 players from EG here. Oh, if they boost, he's sure. No, there's a flash actually, but Xantares still recovers. Good damage being dealt onto the Big players, but EG, they're a man down right now. They're in a 2-2 setup, and Big, they're just hightailing it all the way to A. They're going quick. They're going fast. Tabson's actually going to push through their own smoke on the arch side. And Breezy, he wants a little bit of information, but Tizian's right there in apartments. That is an execution, and it all is up to Stan, and he is taken out of the server as well.
That was so quick from Tabson. I was thinking Stan may be able to get a couple of kills in that position, just holding on that long angle, but nope. Tabson clears it out. And it is a save call for EG. The issue is for Big, the money on the EG side is still very strong, especially if they save these 2 guns. It's going to have to be a couple of gun round wins for Big to get back into this game to try and maybe cause some issues to the EG economy. But that is still a positive sign. The fact that they're able to get that first kill towards Banana, they're able to control that area of the map and then quickly come back to A and find a couple of individual fights. Definitely signs of improvement from Big. And that should leave them with a good amount of weapons saved into the next round. That will leave Big better off into the future.
Yeah, just swarming Banana with numbers at the beginning of that round. Big able to counter that boost from Tarek, and because of that, it's they've had that man advantage, and it was a lot easier for them to go for the mid round in that kind of situation. All in all, Big, a good round from them. But like you said, they do have to keep it up. The money is still looking really sharp for EG. They could buy into the next round as well. And EG, they want to upset the flow of things. The tempo of the game is in their control in this round as they push straight down mid. Stanislaw, he tries to catch tabseN off, but tabseN comes up with 2 huge kills. And Cirque and Tarek, they're trying to relieve the situation for their team. But as all 3 members of Big are stuck at the bottom of mid right now, and EG, 1 player on each bomb site, either one would have to put up a massive hold in order for them to win this round. And it doesn't look like Cirque is going to be sticking around for much longer, as he will be smoked off here at Modo, and Big will have complete control of this bomb site.
Cirque was relying on landing some shots through the smoke to give any semblance of a chance over to EG. But timing not right, and Big respond well to the aggression that EG threw at them. A couple of really important kills from tabseN in these last 2 rounds as well. That time getting those 2 kills after spotting the aggression down mid gets the better of Stanislaw in back-to-back rounds. Again, though, EG are going to be able to save 2 guns, so this just continues to keep their economy healthy heading into the future. Cirque is still sitting on 7 grand, so I think EG are still sitting pretty. Big, though, able to counter the aggression. And this is where you'd probably expect EG to sit back with a more standard round. They had the extra money to take a risk to go for an aggressive round like that. This is where we expect to see a more standard play for them in this one.
Still a lot of money for EG to work with here. And even after buying into this round, there's still a couple players with 5K, and that'll keep putting pressure on Big as they can at least half buy moving forward. But Big, they're finally gaining a little bit of momentum here. Breeze, he still throws the Molotov down mid, a little bit of conditioning. Shows Big they can't just take space for free, but k1to, he wants to do just that, actually, pushing right up Banana, taking Ethan down. He's not sure if there's a player here at Sandbags right now, and Tarek is waiting for his time to strike, and he does so with perfect timing. There's the frag on k1to, but Cirque tries to help him out, and he falls because of that. Tarek, he's still dancing around the smoke, and Surson, it finally takes him down. A huge brawl at the top of Sandbags, and now Breeze, he'll try to toss that nade in, actually almost catches Xantrez or Surson, but now he's pushed on forward. This is a huge fight. This might decide the round right here. Breeze, he's jiggling out Surson. Perfect jiggle, actually. Surson's shot baited out, and now Breeze and Stanislaw are in a 2v2 retake attempt. The molly's at his feet, and oh, Xantrez just continues the fight. Takes down Breeze, snuffing out any chance for this to be an even man situation.
Sometimes Xantrez's peaks in the post plants will cost you. Sometimes they'll do that for you in the 2v2. He just wins that fight before Breeze is ready for it. And Stan's still going for this, but there's no time. The nades haven't done enough for him. He has to back away, and Xantrez with another headshot. He is feeling it right now. 3 kills on the round. Another scrappy one at the start of the round on Banana. But Big are the ones that are getting the better of these scrappy rounds right now. It definitely looked like Cirque got baited in almost by Tarek being at Sandbags. They didn't realize that he was going to be able to get away with so much from that position. But after some sloppy rounds, EG decided it is time for a pause. And again, it's just really hard work for Big right now. They are in the mines trying to just dig away, doing that hard work to try and get back in this game, because they're against another bye even after these 3-round wins.
Yeah, so many gun rounds in a row for EG. It shows the value of just building that economy, keeping multiple players alive, or 3 or more really in every round that they ended up winning. And now, despite this run that Big is on, I think it's 3 in a row now, they're facing another gun round, like you said. Cirque even has an op with full utility. You don't really expect this when you win 3 rounds straight. I don't even know if Big is going to expect this from EG. They'll probably play the round in a very standard fashion regardless, but I have to assume that Big may think that the utility or something may be lacking for EG.
Oh, how many nades have just been used on Banana by EG? They've just done absolutely everything to take this control. It's worked for them, but at what cost? A quick A play at the ready for Big. Smoke's coming into the A site. How fast is this flank from Tarek? It's not quick enough. Big have already got up through long, but the rotate will start to arrive. Tizian spotted them, and Big have really got to make some ground onto the bomb site now. Trade's already beginning onto the site itself, and it looks like Big will get the bomb down, and Tizian finally caught out at second mid. mid, but in comes the bomb plant from keto. Where can Big play this post plant from, though? They don't have many nades. They're mainly trapped on the site, and EG will begin to assemble this retake attempt. Lurk smoke out through the apartments, but tabseN flashed in for a peek. He spots Ethan. He can't get the kill, though. Ethan wins the fight with the MP9, and now these two AKs have so much to do. Keto gets the first kill. Xantares from the side. One more. Xantares gets all the kills he needed. A quick quad kill and a round for Big.
Xantares again in the post plan, coming up so massive. I can't believe that he was able to find all of those kills. I felt like EG was swarming him. They were at every single angle they could possibly be, and he finds every frag he needs to. And finally, the bank of EG is broken. They are working with pistols, and finally, Big may be able to breathe a sigh of relief.
Oh, especially with csgo landing that shot down mid. Xantares has been electrifying in these last couple of rounds, though. Xantares AK definitely coming through right now.
There's just so many great riflers in this game, actually. Breeze and Ethan on the side of EG, and Xantares, and I mean, honestly, I would have used to say tabseN was one of the better riflers, but now, honestly, everybody on Big has shown me at least glimpses of having an excellent rifle, but you have to pick Xantares as probably the standout player with an AK for this roster.
I like that we get a slower round after that Xantares play. We all needed this, I think.
Yeah,
appreciate this from Big.
Just take it in right now. Good counter smoke though, actually, from Tarek. Will hold Big back. Oh, that's a nice nade too. If EG just decided to go for a little bit of a gamble, this could have worked out, but they still only have the two players at B. This is going to be very tough for them to hold. Tarek's playing right in front of the smoke, and eventually he'll be caught out. A flurry of bullets comes out from Big, and there was just nothing that Tarek could even do. Ethan, he's actually been incredible behind this pillar, and he still manages to get one. He actually tags up tabseN pretty significantly on top of that. If he has a rifle, it feels like that pillar is just his home. Like, he can find multi-frag after multi-frag, but the 5.7 obviously makes it a lot more difficult than an M4.
Fortunately for Stanislaw and Breezy, they will not be having any influence on the outcome of the round. Maybe just looking for kills at the end. EG certainly wouldn't complain if they could steal away a gun and save it. Breezy may just even want to save this Kevlar at this point, in all honesty, because EG's money is a little low on a couple of those players. They're obviously going to have that big losing bonus, so I think it should be fine. And Stanislaw gets himself an extra $300 for his troubles, taking tabseN down. I doubt they're going to be able to get that gun, though. They're sitting back. Stanislaw and Breezy will just save into the next. So this is getting heated now. Big have been really impressive to even get to this point. They have had to do a lot to bring this back to a close game. But there's only 2 rounds in it here, and EG have got to dig deep themselves because it feels like the momentum is going against them right now with how these rounds are playing out.
Oh yeah, Big has actually found a slew of rounds here, and at this point, EG, they're probably thinking, what do we need to do to change things for ourselves? How do we take a slightly different engagement? And oh man, csgo, it just feels like he's going to find the timing behind this. He's holding, and almost. Oh, okay, well, there he goes. There he finds it. There we go. csgo finds the opening towards Banana early, and what is it about this guy? It feels like he has a sixth sense for something like that. He just waited. He was so patient, and the first shot almost felt like it baited Ethan to go for the re-swing, and it works out for him. 5v4 advantage for Big now, and that just makes tabseN's job as the in-game leader so much easier. Knowing that EG likely has to either set up in a 1-3 or a 2-2 setup at this point, you can choose really either option, and you're in a very good position on the side of Big. Finding that opening pick on the T side is just vital to the success of any offense. But it does look like Big, they're going for some bracket control, and Tarek with the proactive play towards middle can't find the kill. tabseN wall blind is able to back off, which puts a lot of pressure on these remaining players towards A. It's Cirque and it's Breezy. They've done excellent work thus far, but Big, they still have such a tempered approach. They aren't sure yet if they will even commit to this site. There's 30 seconds that remain, and with Stanislaw using his final smoke at B, he actually rotates on over. There are 3 players here on this A bomb site right now, and Big is executing into it, but the bomb is actually making its way towards this B site right now. Stanislaw is able to recover with 1, but Big, they actually aren't even committing to this whatsoever.
Even with those 2 kills on A, you have to assume that EG are too far removed to go for this retake. Bomb already being planted. Stanislaw can't get back in time. I like that EG tried to do something when they went down a man there. That flash peek for Tarek almost worked out wonderfully. It was just unfortunate that Tarek couldn't put together the kill. Big just about got that player back round the corner. EG still showing they have some tricks up their sleeves. They're trying to keep themselves in this game. They're trying to keep it difficult for Big. Even the decision to stack the A site could have worked out on another day, but this time Big go back to B. And the comeback train continues, Maui. This was 14-7 in favor of EG at one point. And even though EG have put themselves in positions where it feels like they should have won some of these rounds, it's just not happening for them right now. Everything seems to be going in favor of Big.
Yeah, whether it's the beginning of the rounds, the middle, or the very bitter end, usually resulting in Xantarez pulling off something miraculous, it's been all Big, like you mentioned. 6 rounds in a row for Big at this point. In EG, it just feels like they've had so many options in these, but just nothing has worked. And everything has gone the way of Big. Some nades down Banana early on, but Keto has gained this space towards logs at this point, which puts EG in a very tough position. They don't actually have full control over this Banana position. And Ethan, he's been doing so well lately when he has been challenged, but I mean, when Surson or anybody is killing you through smoke, through utility, it just doesn't always feel like a fair fight.
Big using 2 mollies at the top of Banana to completely clear out that area. That should make them much more comfortable taking this map control. Counter smoke deployed by Ethan. Tarek playing on the boosted spot this time round. Ethan will be playing up on first oranges. 2 awkward angles to clear for Big if they were to hit that B site. But Big are always keeping their options open in these rounds. Even though we're down to 47 seconds remaining, Big could still go either way with this.
Yeah, Big right now, they're setting up right outside of bracket. Cirque is still here posted on the angle, can relay a lot of information to his team. And as those 2 smokes fly over, is Breeze that actually finds the first kill onto Tizian in apartment. But the bomb actually looks like it's making its way towards B once again. Big with another fake coming out here. But there's so little time left. This has to go perfectly. Ethan is on top of first oranges, and he'll take down Keto right there, leaving just Surson. And Surson, he'll be flashed off of the angle. Tarek is being pressured from multiple angles right now, but they're trying desperately to get in this site. And finally, it looks like EG will put that 15th round on the board. Great spin around from Tarek. He is working on a swivel right there, and it looks like EG will have 2 opportunities to close out Inferno now.
Really impressive by Tarek there. That's actually pretty difficult a spot to be in that position, because his teammate from the site can't properly peek out, really. He can't really peek CT. So Tarek is actually exposed from both sides, and somehow it works out for him where he can get both of those CT players and then even finish off Searson as the cherry on top. Finally, EG find an individual play to put them up to map point, but Xantarez goes for a quick peek round the side, and as soon as he knows where Cirque is playing, he just bangs him straight through the wall.
Really nice play there from Xantarez, just using the timing of his jump to take down Cirque, just a little bit of a jiggle. And at that point, when he strafes back, that wallbang, it's so easy for Xantarez, it's so hard for Cirque to react to that. Now Stanislaw, he's still here close at bracket, and this is going to give his team so much information. There's a flash in his face actually, but EG have rotated every player over to defend this bracket take from Big, and Big doesn't actually even seem interested in taking it. So this is going to work out so well for Big, as every single person on the roster of EG that is alive is here, but there's nothing to defend.
Oh, that helps them out. Xantares caught at top mid. I think this was EG gambling, realizing that they probably might have to save for the last round if it doesn't work, but Tarek arrives! No CT smoke, and Tarek's still going for more. Searson down to 1 HP. Tizian needs to arrive with that smoke, but Tarek's just going to go aggressive. He takes the fight to them, and it's only Tizian remaining. Tarek closes it out with all 4 kills, and he has just pulled them through in those last 2 rounds, man. Gotta